Hello YouTube, JMon2005 here with a review of the Kamen Rider Drive Rider Hero Series 01 through 03. So these are our first three vinyls for the show, and up first we have Drive Type Speed, then we have Drive Type Wild, and then we have Mashin Chaser. So we do get a villain figure, and I guess he might be the only one we're going to get because they've included him in the Rider Hero series line instead of separating him out on his own like they did with the Greeds and a couple of the Zodiarts and things like that. So let's take a look at Type Speed. Okay, so let's get focused up close. And we can see Drive's head right here. Right? He is red primarily. He does have this kind of racing stripe down the middle of his helmet. There is a literal spoiler on his on the back of his head, and kind of like a like a race car or like a hot rod type deal. There's a big R right there, and it's actually if you make a K, R, and a D, kind of like Toyota does with their logo. It's for Kamen Rider Drive. There's his eyes, which are like headlights. The mouth, his big tire, right? The tire sash, as we call it. That's where Type Speed's tire is. You can see the shoulder armor, all red. There is the arms. He's got the shift brace, right? And I think that is supposed to be a car in there. Looks like they're showing the shift speed in there. He's got the belt with the S, showing that he's Type Speed. He does have the shift car holder with 3 cars in there, 3 nondescript cars. Actually, no, it might actually be Midnight Shadow, Funky Spike, and Max Flare, because they actually do look a little bit different from each other, if you can kind of see it. You have to get up close, but there is a little bit of detail there, so that's kind of neat. I do like that about these, that even if it's not painted, there is that detail. And then the legs. On the back, not painted, but really detailed out. You can see the R on the back of his belt and the tire. Also of note is that they did have written on the tire Type Speed, right? Just like it's supposed to, right there on the sash. Type Speed. His tag, Type Speed tire right there with the big S. You see the red, Drive's logo, Rider Hero Series logo, 01, Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed, and then that's the other side of it. So that's him. Oh, and then of course, as usual, waist articulation, and then his arms move, just like every other Rider Hero that has come before him. Okay, next up to his second form, right? He's got a new body, Type Wild. Right, this is a black rider. Looks completely different from Type Speed. And you can see he's got a tire on his shoulder, right? And for some reason, it's not like flat. It's kind of crooked. I'm not really sure why. There's that little bit of a break in it, but so different head. Still has a racing stripe, right? Except black instead of red. The eyes, a little bit different shape. Right, still headlights, but it's more almost like a truck type, or something kind of like heavy duty, I guess. I'm not really sure how to describe it. And then he's got this front grill on his chest, and then he's got the arms. He's got the shift brace still now with a black car, right? The Shift Wild. The belt again with the big W, right there, and then the other arm. And then if I lift this up, we can see the shift car holder right here with the same, I believe it's the same 3 cars. Yeah, look at the same 3 cars that Type Speed had. They're just now white, the color of that part of the body, so as to not have to actually paint anything. And then we have the legs, and you can see also, again, it's different legs than what Type Speed had. The back, still unpainted, but all detailed out. And, of course, his tire does say Type Wild in big letters. His tag, for some reason he has this extra little tag. I don't know. I'm probably going to take that one off. But it does have the big W, right? Got the black border, Type Wild. Again, drive logo, Rider Hero Series logo, 02, Kamen Rider Drive, type wild. So really neat. Again, really cool. I like how they look so different from each other. You know, they've moved the tire sash or not tire sash, but the tire to a different spot on his body. And later when 04 comes out in December, which is Type Technique, we'll see that they've moved it yet again for that form. And finally for this review is our bad guy, Mashin Chaser. Now this guy's based on Proto Drive, so that's why you'll see a little bit of Drive-like elements about him, but yet still different. Right? He's got a Drive-esque head. There's like the one eye, the antenna kind of coming up. Kind of like half a mouth. It's all like it's half finished, cobbled together, bootleg kind of deal. Pretty neat though. I do like the design. You got all these random parts stuck on him. It's not symmetrical in the slightest, and yet it is so thoroughly beautiful. He's all purple and black. He uses a handheld weapon to transform, so obviously there's no shift car or anything like that. He doesn't actually use a car except for powers. There's his leg armor, right? And then on the back, I guess it's where the Tire Kokon series figure will connect tires, and it's where his weapons connect when he uses the Chaser viral course of Cobra, Bat, or Spider. And then his tag has this bitchin' logo. Like if that's his symbol, he is awesome. And then you can see like a motorcycle type tire, I guess, because he has a motorcycle instead of a car. And then you got the Drive logo, Rider Hero Series 03, Mashin Chaser. It's all purple, looks like really evil, and is just like the coolest thing ever. He does have articulation in his waist and his arms, just like my two Drives do. And I really didn't show it with Wild, but you kind of saw me playing with it a little bit, so you got the idea. So yeah, this is Drive. The first three figures for Drive. I can say to get them if you're collecting the line, or if you just want like a little cheap Drive figure. They're always a good size, and they're always really nicely detailed, even if they are lacking a whole bunch of paint apps. It's nice. It's good for little kids or whatnot, and they're kind of hard to damage because you can pull them apart at the waist. I've seen it happen to a Gon figure that came home from Morphicon, but they go right back together. No harm, no foul, and that's always a good thing if you have a small child or maybe an animal that might want to pull it apart. So definitely recommend it if you're a fan of the show. While not as articulated as a figure art or a Tire Kokon series, definitely still worth it. If you just want something inexpensive to have as a figure. So yeah, until next time, check out the podcast, RideFigures&Rambles.com, bringing you the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. And as always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!